Testimony Tuesday. My name is Maria Bianchi, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight to share two amazing testimonies. Well, one is mine, but the other one, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it. So first of all, like I said, my name is Maria Bianchi. I've been with Plexus almost 4 years. I came for the supplements. I was not feeling well. I was struggling. I went through breast cancer. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I had a double mastectomy. I had 13 rounds of chemo, and I had a full hysterectomy. Lovely. And so I was not okay. I was not okay, and I also suffered from a whole lot of other things, and I tried it all, everything I can think of. And this was all throughout my 40s, by the way. And then a friend of mine who's on here, Kimberly Bucal, started using the products and share them with me. And I was desperate. I was desperate to feel better. I was desperate to sleep better. I was desperate to have more energy, and go to the bathroom. To be honest, I was trying to keep that part out, but that was a really important part of my story. I couldn't go, and so that was it. I said yes because I wanted to feel better. I wanted to sleep. I wanted to poop. I wanted to have more energy, right? And I got so much more, right? That yes changed my life, right? I'm going to say that pretty much everybody on this call right now, except Kimberly, I did not know prior to 4 years ago. And that's one of the incredible things that I love of the benefits, because I said yes almost 4 years ago, right? One of them is the amazing community. So one, yes, I feel amazing. I started the product at 51 years old. I am now 54, heading towards 55, and I have never felt better, right? So that is the most important story here, is my health, which is, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. You have nothing, right? And so I'm so grateful that a friend of mine shared this with me, and that I was able to just feel better, right? Number one, feel better, lose the weight, lost a bunch of weight, and get my health back in line. And right, so but then that yes also came with an amazing community of women and men. One of them, you're going to meet him in a little bit, came with an incredible community that I could not imagine my life without. It also came with extra income, right? And so I failed to mention I was also a widowed 17 years ago. I was 37, and I was widowed with 3 kids. And so I put 3 kids through college, raised them on my own. And of course, I could use extra money. And so when I started to feel better and I started to share Plexus with my friends and family, Plexus started to, send me money, for those referrals. And I was just like, wait a minute, what is going on here, right? And before I knew it, I just started going up the ranks in Plexus, and I started getting paid for these referrals, for sharing something that I love, something that changed my life with my friends and family. So that alone, I was just like, okay, I am a numbers girl. And if you know a lot of people on this call, they're going to tell you Maria is a numbers girl. I am a numbers girl. And so when I saw that I started being paid for these referrals, I was like, okay, I need to understand how I'm getting paid. I need to understand the compensation plan, and I'm going to figure out, how to really maximize this, because this girl needed the money, this girl put 3 kids through college, and she needed that extra money. So no shame in that game. So I was really happy to continue sharing. And when I did that, I got to one of the top levels in the company, which is Emerald. And with that came a trip for 2 to Hawaii. And again, my Karen, my sideline sister, and Kimberly, we all went together. That was incredible. That was amazing. All paid for, right? I've earned several leaders retreats. One was a cruise. One was to Punta Cana, to the Dominican Republic, to my country, in the Dominican, all inclusive. Like, I don't know if you've ever gone all inclusive, but it is life changing, right? You come back home and you're like, what is this? Why do I live here? Why is my bed not made? Where's the omelet station? Like, what is going on, right? And so when I grow up, I want to live on an all-inclusive resort. Like, that is the life that I want for myself. And so again, I mentioned that yes came with health. That yes came with an amazing community. That yes came with extra income that has helped me towards my goal of being debt free. That is really exciting because I honestly thought that I would pay my bills until I die. You know, I'm really responsible that way. I have no intentions of not paying them, but I thought it would take forever to really, finish paying them. And it's incredible that because of this, yes, I see myself debt free probably in another year. Okay, so that is huge for me. So really incredible. That yes came with all these trips, right? Paid for by Plexus. Well, I mean, we earn them because again, through sharing, we earn these trips. And again, incredible trips that you get to go on with people that you love, people that you love to hang around with. And so again, one of those people that obviously, and it wasn't even through me, I had someone who said yes to me, and then this person, our next speaker, said yes to him. And I'm going to let him tell you his story, but I just want to make sure that I didn't miss anything, right? Because I don't want to keep you on here. I want to make sure that we have time for some questions as well. But I just want to share that, if you thought you knew what Plexus was all about, you didn't. It is an incredible company with integrity, with incredible people that for me, I could not imagine my life without it. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to Juan because I love his story and you have to hear his story. And I don't want to take any of his time, and I'm going to pass it on to him and let him tell you how he has spent the last 11 months. And Juan, you're
it. Well, thank you. I love to hear your story every single time I've heard it. It just makes my heart happy and it excites me because I know that you saying yes casted a vision for my life and we're tied to each other through that yes. Like I can't say enough the power of your yes, what it did for people you didn't even know and will continue to do, right? So if you had never said yes, maybe Pablo wouldn't have known to say yes, and it never would have led to me changing my life in so many ways, right? And so my story started like many people probably that are watching this. I saw somebody losing weight and I said, what are you drinking to make you lose weight? Because I need that. And when they told me about it, I quickly said no, I wasn't interested because I'd been in a lot of other companies. I've been in many companies that have a similar idea and format of this one. And I was like, no. And then I saw him keep losing weight. And I'm like, tell me about it again. And I said, okay. I'm going to buy it. I need the products. Like, I need this because I need it. I need it because you know how people like blame weight on babies, but their baby's 10 years old. That's how I was starting to feel about COVID weight. I was like, COVID and the weight from COVID. And I'm like, it's been a couple years and I'm the COVID weight. And I was like, how much longer am I going to be allowed to say COVID weight? So I really need to lose this weight because I'm not feeling good. And so I said yes to the products, but I was very adamant. I was like, do not ask me to sell. In fact, please don't ask me. I'm not selling nothing. I'm not selling it. And so I started with the reset. And in 3 days, I lost 10 pounds. And Maria said, well, will you post it and tag me? Because like your friends will shop with me. And I was like, of course. And then in a couple hours, there was over 20 people that said, I want it. What is it? What are you drinking? And I was like, no, wait, do not sell to my people. You set me up, but I'm going to have to do this because what I am not is a dummy. And I'm not handing you 20 customers because I know math. And 20 times anything is 20 times more than I have now. So I said, yes, I will try this. And what's the worst case scenario? Because then I asked them questions and I'm like, how much do I have to spend? And how much inventory do I have to do? And how much debt am I going to go into to enter? And she was like, no, you already did it. You bought your products. You just click a button and you go doop, and then you can sell it. And I'm like, I just click a button. She's like, yeah. I'm like, why would anyone say no to that? You guys should lead with that. You just click a button. So I clicked the button and I made some great sales. And I had no idea what I was doing. And I just kept doing it because somebody said I could earn a trip to Punta Cana. And in all the companies I'd been in before, they said you could earn trips. And I didn't, I didn't. Not one in like 10 years of working businesses like that. Not one. And I worked my butt off. Not one. And so when he told me you could earn the trip to Punta Cana, I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Me, the person who joined this month, could probably never, ever earn this trip. And he said, no, it's real. You could earn it. And I said, how? And he told me how. And I said, okay, I'm going to try. And so I tried and I got the trip to Punta Cana for me and my husband. And I'll tell you, it was more than just a trip for us because I always tell people we were in 3 years prior to that. For the whole 3 years prior, we were fighting immigration and we were not able to get on a plane to go anywhere. And the biggest thing we said going into 2024 was we really, 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 really want to travel. And travel we did. So we went to Punta Cana. It was amazing. I didn't know that an all-inclusive meant you don't pay anything. I kept trying to pay people and they kept telling me no. And it was very confusing because they brought me so many drinks and so much food and there was no money exchanging. And I'm like, are you sure? I pay nothing? Okay. So when we say life-changing experience, like I'm the boy from the trailer park. I'm the boy that didn't have anything. Like for me, this was not something that was on the menu. Like going to the beach was like a luxury for us. And when we went, we took a lunchbox. Like I know what it's like to have nothing. And so to say go to an all-inclusive trip, I was like, yeah, we don't do that where I'm from. So we went on that trip and we had the time of our life. And shortly after, a couple months later, we had the opportunity to earn an Apple Watch. And I said, well, let's earn Apple Watches. Like, why not? So I called my sister and I said, hey, you gotta try these products because they're amazing. She's like, I know, but I'm not gonna sell nothing. I said, I know, just do the reset. And so she did the reset and she lost, I think, 7 or 8 pounds. And I said, I know you don't want to sell anything. Will you just post it on your Facebook and tag me? Because like that's what Maria told me to do. So I told her to do it. And so then she did it. And then like 20 of her friends wanted to buy it. And she's like, wait. And I'm like, uh-huh. And she said, I'm going to try it. I'm like, yeah, duh. And so she, that month, in a matter of 2.5 weeks, had 12 people purchase products from her, earn 2 Apple Watches, one for her husband, one for herself, and over $1,000 in commission. And she's like, this is like a real business. And I'm like, I know. And then that next month, I went gold. And the company said, would you like to come to Las Vegas and speak? I'm like, on the big stage, like in Las Vegas? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I was born for that stage. Put me in. Because I was also for about 10 years in other companies that I was like, I really want to get to the stage and I'm going to work my butt off because I'm going to get to the stage because I was called to speak on a mic and I was called to be on a stage. I did not. I did not. And I worked my butt off, but I never got on a stage. Not a stage that big. I got on little stages and I did a lot of work for people, but I never got what I got here in a few months because in February was Punta Cana and in June was Las Vegas. And in July, I was in Arizona at our corporate headquarters being trained by our amazing leadership and Latino team, And so I tell you this, I used to say this all the time. I tell you this not to impress you, but to impress upon you what's possible and available to all of us. It's really, 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 really simple. You got to take care of yourself because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else, right? If you don't put the mask on your face first, it's not going to go well while you're trying to put the mask on your neighbor's face. You got to take care of you. And I come from a place of self-love. Like you got to take care of you. I'm in my 30s. There is zero reason I should go to Disney for 3 hours because I live right outside of Disney. So that's what Orlando people do. We don't go for 12 hours. That's not normal or human. So when we go to Disney for 3 hours, I should not get home and my legs be swollen and in excruciating pain. I shouldn't. I'm in my 30s. I should not go to one Zumba class and be the youngest person in the room and have 2 weeks of back pains where I had to get injections in my back because my pain was so big. I was the youngest person in the class. It was mortifying. I'm in my 30s. No reason for that. So enough excuses and enough, oh, it's the COVID way. And it's not that it isn't valid, but whatever the reasons were, you got to not taking care of yourself. It's time to take control of that. And when you do that, you will organically inspire other people because they will ask you, what are you doing? You look amazing. You are glowing. You are happy. Your energy is up. Your smile is different. You walk into a room. What are you doing? And that's the magical question, because what I realize is that in this business, I don't really have to sell that much because everyone's saying, what are you doing? No one asked me that in other companies. I was like, please buy my products. I don't have to convince people in here. I just have to talk to them about what I can help them with. And what an amazing gift to be able to say, look what I did for me. Look what I did for my husband. Like, do you want that for you? What about for your husband and your kids and your family, right? Like, it's so simple. It's really that simple. And so that's the nature of this business, right? And so I look at everything you do starts in the mind. Everything you do starts with a decision. I made the decision that I could not allow myself to continue saying excuses for the reason I was not taking care of myself. I couldn't, and I would not do it anymore. And when I found this in that exact timing, life is not going to stop happening. It will continue coming up with surprises that throw curveballs for us. I was very, very focused on my products. And then boom, we had floods in Brazil, and our whole family lost everything. We had just visited them in November. We had bought them everything, beds and a stove and a fridge, because those things are not given there like they are here. In an apartment, you rent and it's just four walls. There's nothing in it. Like, there's not a stove. Like, there's not a fridge. So to me, I was like, what do you mean? We just furnished all of that. And in February, all of that got taken away from a storm. So life happens. So I lost my focus, and anxiety went up, and stress went back up, and I had to fight through it all. What I'm going to tell you is about 50 days ago, I recommitted to myself and said, okay, no, we're not doing this again. I'm not going to go for 2 years and say, oh, life happened. No, no, no. Life happens, but you got to rebound quicker. And in the last 50 days with zero gym, I'm not telling you don't go to the gym, go to the gym. But I'm telling you, I haven't been to the gym. And in 50 days, I've lost almost 25 pounds. 25 in 50 days. And I'm not starving. And my stuff that I'm drinking is yummy. I'm not suffering. I'm not injecting anything into my body that we don't know what will happen with those injections in a couple of years when people have side effects that they don't know they're going to have. And I'm happy. And I'm happy, and people are seeing it. And when I talk to them about it, they're like, well, no, I mean, look how great you're doing. I don't have to convince anyone. And that is my favorite part, because I decided to be a product of the product because I know that it works. And I know that if I can show that, if you have a committed mind, the results will follow, then I know that people will gravitate towards me. And then I talk to them about the income potential. Then I talk to them about the trips that are potential, because most families are not able right now to take a vacation, much less 2 or 3 in a year. They're not able to. So we can pretend like everybody's doing fine, but they're not. Most people need extra streams of income. Ask your friends how many of them have family members that are running around doing things like Uber Eats, Instacart, DoorDash, making a few bucks a night. And I'm telling you, because I've done it. I've driven around for 3 or 4 hours, wasting my gas, knocking on the doors it's a little scary to me, knocking on doors to say, here's your food, and hope that they're normal people, and come home and you're like, all right, we made 25 bucks. And it's like, what? Like, what is $25 going to do for me? But this business gives us real money. And when I hear somebody like Maria say she's on her way to being debt-free, again, I'm from a world that's just part of life, not being able to pay off debt, not being able to make ends meet. So hearing her, like, everything Maria as my leader does, I'm like, I'm on the way there, because what she does is pave the way for me to walk through quicker. And walk through. So everybody that you are attached to will benefit from everything that you have opened up in your life. So when you pay off your debt, you're paying off the debt of people that are tied to your calling. When you fix your health, you are getting people's medical results to be green that are connected to your calling. It is so important, because people decided a long time ago that health is not a priority. And when they want to make it a priority is when the test results come back, and it's a lot more work and it's a lot more expensive at that point. And some of those things are not reversible. but we have the ability to share that, hey, this is amazing products. They can literally change your life. Literally. If you don't want to sell anything, don't. This will change your life from the inside. But I guarantee there's no way you can use these products and somebody's not going to be like, what are you drinking? And that's always my vision. What are you drinking? If they're asking me what's in my cup, I know that I'm showing up the right way. And so, we talked about what's this month, like we're going to earn this cruise. I don't know, Maria, are you going to go into the cruise more but at the end of the day, I just want everybody to know that this is available to everyone, whether you joined yesterday, a month ago, a year ago. I've only been in the company like 10 and a half months. I'm a baby in this company. I'm a baby, but I see the whole big picture. And I'm grateful that I was invited in, and I'm grateful that I did say yes. The power of that, yeah, I'm so grateful. My husband will tell everybody what this does for him. Like, he cleans houses, and then he goes to the gym, and then he goes to school. I'm like, I don't know how you have that much energy. And he'll be like, it's the active. I'm like, okay, woo, glad it's working for you. What I'm trying to tell you is like, the products work, they sell themselves because the proof is in the pudding. When you see people feeling better, you don't have to convince somebody the products are good. They're going to ask you. And so I want you to know that if you weren't sure if you could go on this cruise with us, just know that you can. You can. You absolutely can. The invitation is out to you. Your name is on the invitation. And I encourage you to deeply envision yourself there, to commit the way I committed 50 days ago to my weight loss and to my health. Commit to getting on that boat. Nothing will stop. You can't tell me I'm not getting on that boat. Like I'm getting on a boat. I literally, the day the contest dates, the day the cruise dates were announced, I went into work and I requested the days off. If you have a job where you have to request the days off and you have not requested the days off, you are living in doubt and you have decided you're not sure if you're going to get on that cruise. I requested them the moment they were announced because no one's going to say, oh, somebody else took those dates, you can't go. No, I'm going on that cruise. So have that certainty. I'm going on that cruise. And how do you get there? Take care of you and spread it. Tell people every day about the power of what this has done for you and the power of what the person before you that said yes has done for you in your life when you share it from that place, not from a sales place. When you sell it with heart, because sales is a transference of enthusiasm. That is the quote that I always say from Ryan Serhant. Transfer of enthusiasm. So if you're enthusiastic about this, you will sell. If you're enthusiastic about this, you will recruit. If you're enthusiastic about this, you will get on the boat. It's truly that simple. And yes, Andrew, and it's not just a cruise for you. It's you plus one. Like, hello, hello, hello. So feel free to ask anything you want, or Maria, but I think that's what you
Yes.
wanted.
Do you see why I wanted to get through my story so quick so I can just hand it over to Juan? Like, you guys see it now, right? So what I want to share with you is that Juan came on board last year in October because he wanted to lose weight. We were in the middle of a contest, almost halfway through this very same contest. It started September 1st. Juan came in October.
Really, I started using the products almost November.
Yeah, so literally halfway. So the contest run from September through December. He came in at the end of October, started, ordered, got his product, started using it and in November, okay, that's when he did his post. That's when I just asked him to do his post. Then he left me a voice message. He said, "You set me up." And I said, "If you don't want those customers, I will gladly take them." And he said he's not a dummy. He said, "Mama didn't raise no fool." And so he took them for himself and he earned, okay, came in halfway through the contest in November, contest ended in December, and earned the trip for two to Punta Cana all inclusive. Here we are almost 1 year later, right? The contest started this month in September. So if you are wondering, can you come in right now and win this contest? We're still in September. Long last year didn't start telling people until November. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Right? And I'm not going to use myself as an example, but I already earned the cruise.
Wait a minute. No, I'm going to use you as an example because there's 14 days left in this month. This woman here, Maria, who has opened us up and her sidekick there won, she has earned her spot for 2 on the cruise, but she did it in 14 days. There is no reason if you are brand new, and Juan actually gave everybody the tool you need. A VIP that just makes a post about how they're feeling, and they get 20 people. You only need 13 level 1s to earn your invite. That means you could have somebody brand new come in and earn a cruise for 2. You guys, and the money. We didn't even talk about the money on top of the cruise that you're earning. But Maria made a plan. She actually got all of us on a call at the beginning of the month because she had already worked it out in her mind. She had Kimberly, she called me right away. She's like, Kimberly, I've mapped out. I know exactly how to let everybody know. She gets everybody rallied up, everybody on the crew, on the call, tells us all exactly what we need to do to earn it. And she earned it in 14 days, you guys.
And it is no shock and no surprise because the speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. The fact that on the first of the month, she had the whole plan ready to go in her head, of course she earned it in 2 weeks. And Kimberly wrote me and was like, are you aware that she earned it? Because I know that you must not be so happy. And I'm like, I'm so mad. Because I'm also very competitive. So I was like, what the heck, lady?
You and me both, Juan. You and me both.
But I'm going to tell you something right now, because there's some of you on here that maybe you're a little frustrated. Maybe you've been trying to earn it and maybe your month is not going as great as you would have wanted to by this point. It doesn't matter what happened the last 2 weeks because you've got the next 2 weeks, right? The best of it is ahead of us. And so there is no planted seed wasted unless you choose to walk away and not water it. So every human you've had a conversation with in the last month specifically, and if not even further back, those are the people you need to go back to. We are earning a cruise. I want you to go with me. Would you like to earn a cruise? No, you don't want to? Okay, great. How about would you like to take care of your health? Because everybody needs that. When I tell you there is because here's the thing, right? And I'm just gonna be very transparent. I wanted to earn the cruise first because that's what I do. And I was like, of course she beat me. Of course she did. It's okay. It's friendly competition. It's all love. But here's the thing. This point of the month, I wanted to be at least 50% of my goal. And I am not. I only have 2 people on the list. But I have tons of people that I've talked to. So tomorrow, I might have 3, 4, 5 people all come in on the same day. It's happened before. It does not matter what today's report card says. What matters is your mentality and your enthusiasm. Go back to every person. Go back to every person who said yes and never bought. Go back to every person who said, I'll think about it. Go back to every person who you planted a seed with. There is no wasted seed unless you choose not to water it. That is the reality. When you do the work, you give God something to bless. If you sit on your couch watching Netflix and you go, I really want to go on this cruise, let's watch this movie, and you put no effort in, you will not be on the boat, and it's not God's fault, it's yours. So give him work to bless. Give him work to bless. You're like, God, I really want this. God, I really want this. And he's like, what are you doing to achieve it? There is nowhere in the Bible and there's nowhere in our life that says, if you ask for it like a genie, it will just poof, show up. That's not how life works. If it was, we'd all be millionaires. Give him something to bless. So if you talk to 10 people every day for the next 14 days, that's 140 people. You cannot convince me that out of 140 conversations that you've had on the phone, not on text, you couldn't get 10 of them, 11 of them, 12 of them to say yes. Out of 140 people that you spoke to with this level of excitement, I'm here to tell you, if you do that, talk to your leader, because there's something wrong with how you're choosing to close it or present it. That's a skill thing. There is nobody who can convince me of that. Now, if you do it one day and all 10 don't say yes, and then you give up the rest of the month, again, that was your choice. So I'm here to tell you, I don't know when I'm going to earn it because I don't know the timing, but the work is being put in. The lists, the dry erase board looks like a beautiful mind. There's people written on it every day, crossed out. Okay, they don't want it. Move on to the next one. I show Maria the board and she's like, looks crazy. Great, keep it going. Because it's my brain and I know how to work with me. Find what works with you. If you know your strengths, maximize them. And if you know your weaknesses, work against them. So I forget things a lot. But this thing right here, it also has reminders and alarms and things that we don't use. This is not just supposed to distract you. It's what most people use it for. I set up alarms. I'm like, hey, Siri, remind me to call this person at 12. And then I stop. I go, hey, Siri, remind me to call this person at 12:30. I will set up my whole calendar using this phone. We all have this phone. If you're on a Zoom call, you probably have an iPhone or an Android that can do what I'm saying, but we don't use it for that. This is a personal assistant. Use it. This thing cost over $1,000. Use it. Use it because this could help you. Or you can scroll and watch cat videos on TikTok. And while we're on the cruise, you'll still be watching those cat videos while we're drinking margaritas on the cruise and pina coladas. And you'll be like, God, I wish I'd done it. But it's too late because we're going to be shipped away and you're going to be watching cat videos and you'll wish you had done it. So make a choice. Make a decision. The decision is made this quickly. When people say they're going to start a new diet and they say they're going to start on Monday, they're not serious about it. When a person says they're going to do it, they say, that's it. Now, right now. And Tony Robbins says it's in the moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So whatever happened for the last 16 days of this month, I don't care. But in this moment, you say, I'm going on the boat. And go to your husband, go to whoever is with you in your home and say, I'm going on the boat. And when my husband is like, Jesus Christ, you're walking around this house pacing back and forth, I'm like, I'm going on the boat. And I keep going on my phone. He knows I'm going on the boat. We're going on the boat. But if I don't do it, if I don't do I'm not going on the boat. It's not given to you. So step one is make the decision right now that you're going on the boat. There is a seat reserved for you. There's a room reserved for you with the balcony, with the money to shop at Bloomingdale's, with all the things, because I'm getting all the things because they're available to me. So your choice today is simple. Open your arms and go, it's available for me, or cross your arms and be like, God, it's so hard. That's the decision. I've opened my arms and say, I know it's for me. Why not me? Why not me? I'm going on the boat. Are you going on the boat? If you're going on the boat, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're going on the boat. Are you going on the boat? Are you going on the boat? Everyone's going on the boat. We're going to need another boat. Andrew, call corporate. We need a second boat. We need another boat. We need another boat. So it's in the decision. Make the decision. You've all made the decision. Now put the work in. And I promise you, you will celebrate with us. We will do this. We will do it. We'll be on the boat. Maria's not going without me. Ah, not without me.
Never, never. And that's the best part, right? I mean, and I've shared this with my team personally. You know, I've never seen a more generous company than Plexus. I don't know how they take us on all these incredible trips, but I am so grateful for each and every single one of them. But I went to Hawaii, I mean, Kimberly was there with her husband, I was there with mine, but I didn't have my team there, and it's not the same, right? It's not the same. I'm like, I just keep thinking like, I wish my team was there, right? And then I get to Punta Cana and I've got like, a lot of my team there, and that feels good. And I'm like, I never want to go on one of these trips without you guys. Like, I need my entire team here. I want all of you to enjoy this. I'm trying to mute somebody. Okay, thank you. And so it is not the same. Like, the trips are amazing, but they are so much better when we're all there together. It is incredible. It is amazing. I mean, again, you go, it's for two, you go with whoever you want, you get your own time, but when we do the things together, it is just incredible, and it's so much fun, and I love them. And so with that, and I know we're way over, I don't know if anybody has any questions, but I would love Karen Cotton, if, again, do you have anything to add, or or just close us out if you don't mind. But I'm just gonna, again, does anybody want to unmute? Does anybody have a question? We want everybody on the boat, everybody, and tell everybody, because just like Juan said, a lot of people cannot afford to go on vacation. And just by sharing something that can help them, they can earn a trip as well. So.
Well, and Maria, can I add to that just super quick?
Yes.
I'm not going to say anything that's anywhere near as impressive of what you, Kimberly, or Juan have shared, but don't sell yourself short. Like if you're listening to these wonderful people and you're saying, listen, I can't earn this trip in 2 weeks. I don't have the energy or charisma that Juan has. I'm not an emerald, whatever. I haven't even joined the company yet. I haven't even tried the pink drink. Don't sell yourself short. Like Juan said, embrace you and what you're good at and work with these wonderful people who are here for you because it's a community. And so listen, if you're talking to somebody and they maybe have a connection that you might be able to connect them to Juan or Maria or someone else on the team, we're here for each other to help each other. So, like if you're brand new and you're saying, listen, my products haven't even arrived, or I haven't even ordered them, or if you've been here for 5 years and you've never been on a cruise or a trip, like you can do it. Don't sell yourself short. Let's all work together and let's get on the boat,
Thank you. And that is Andrew from our corporate office. Thank
Coming
you.
to you live from my kitchen right now.
just appreciate you being on the call with us. Like I said, I have never seen such an amazing company, supportive, and that do so much for us. And we're here because, we just want to see everybody win. This is here for everybody. And you heard our story. I don't like saying that we're not special because I think all of us are special, but there's nothing more special in us than anybody else here, right? To be able to do this and just earn it, right? I never imagined all the things that I've been able to do these past 4 years. And I'm just so grateful. So with that, I'm just going to pass it to Karen. I know we're way over. I just want to hear, we work very closely together. Karen Kine, Kimberly Brookhow, these are my sisters. We're all emeralds. We are heading towards sapphire. We're going to go diamond together. I have no doubt. And, we are just connected in a way that there's just this unbreakable bond. So, Karen Cotton.
Amen. I love it. Wow. What a call. Maria and Juan, thank you guys so much. I don't know. Like, if you're not fired up after this call, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know. I'm struggling. Like, how am I closing out? Because you guys did such an amazing job. And I'm going to close with this. Like, again, mindset is 100% key. If you're telling yourself it's not going to happen, it is not going to happen. So get into action. Juan, you touched on this. It doesn't matter what the last 17 days have looked like, right? We still have half of the month to go. So plenty of time, right? Plenty of time to get to work. And if you've already been working, just keep going. Just keep going, keep planting those seeds, keep watering. They are going to come to fruition 100%, but you can't quit. You cannot quit. You have to keep going. So excited to see everyone on the boat. If you want to be there and you get to work, 100%, you're going to be on the boat and we're going to have so much fun. So great call tonight, you guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next Tuesday, same place, same time. Thank you, Juan and Maria.